All right, let's talk about Indian cricket because some big changes are shaking things up ahead of the Asia Cup 2025. A pretty surprising squad announcement has brought in new leaders, but you know what? It's the players who got left out that have started a massive controversy. So who's in, who's out, and what in the world does this mean for the team's future?
And yeah, that's really the heart of the matter, isn't it? On one hand, we're getting this exciting glimpse into what the future of India's leadership could look like. But on the other hand, the drama over who got left behind is kind of threatening to overshadow the whole thing.
Okay, so first things first, let's break down the official squad. The selectors have definitely made some bold calls here, signaling a really clear shift in strategy with what they are calling India's new guard. So, just to set the stage for you, we're talking about the Asia Cup 2025. It's all going down in the UAE from September 9th to the 28th. And for Team India, the objective is simple, but the pressure is high. Defend the title. Now, the biggest headline, the one everyone's talking about, is this leadership shift. Suryakumar Yadav, SKY, has been handed the captaincy. That's a huge opportunity for the explosive batsman. And he's joined by Shubman Gill as the vice captain, which is a move that basically screams, we're grooming this guy for future leadership. It's a clear long-term plan. And look, it's not just about new faces in charge. The team is also getting a major boost with the return of some really key players. Jasprit Bumrah is back to lead the pace attack after a bit of a rest, and the ever-reliable wrist spinner Kuldeep Yadav is also in the squad. That adds some serious strength and experience to the bowling lineup. Okay, but now we gotta get to the part of the story that has everybody talking. The shocking omissions. This is where a pretty standard team reveal turned into a full-blown controversy. And this is the question that just exploded on social media and in cricket chats everywhere. I mean, the squad looks strong, but the absence of a couple of key names was just impossible to ignore. And here are the names. Two of the biggest stars from the recent Indian Premier League, Shreyas Iyer and Yashasvi Jaiswal, were completely dropped from the squad. Not rested, not injured, just dropped. So you might be asking, why were people so shocked? I mean, players get dropped all the time, right? Well, it's not just who was dropped, it's the incredible form they were in. Between the two of them, Iyer and Jaiswal piled up over 1,100 runs in the recent IPL season. To ignore that kind of performance, well, it's a bold move that has left a lot of people scratching their heads. So, as you can imagine, this decision created a huge divide. It's basically pitting the passionate fan base directly against the official selectors who made the call. Let's dig into how that's playing out. Almost instantly, social media just blew up. Hashtags like #JusticeForIyer started trending everywhere, with thousands of fans accusing the BCII, that's India's cricket board, of playing politics with the national team selection. And this has kicked off a massive debate, with two very different ways of looking at it. The argument for the selectors is that they're trying to look beyond just the IPL, focusing more on international form and the overall balance of the team. But the argument against them is pretty straightforward. How can you just ignore such incredible current performance? And this has led to some serious accusations that maybe personal biases, not just pure strategy, are playing a role in these big decisions. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. Let's step away from the immediate drama and look at the bigger picture for Team India. Because honestly, the Asia Cup is just the beginning of a very, very busy and important season. You see, making Sky the captain and Gill the vice captain, that's not just a random choice. It points to a much bigger strategy. The management seems to be building what you might call a flexible leadership group. The idea here is to develop multiple leaders, so the team isn't so reliant on one single superstar captain for success. It's about creating more resilience and depth for the long haul. And they need this long-term planning because just look at this schedule. It is absolutely relentless. Right after the Asia Cup, India heads down under for a tough tour against Australia. And right after that, the T20 World Cup is just around the corner. There's literally no time to waste. And really, that's the key thing to remember here. The Asia Cup isn't just about winning another trophy to put in the cabinet. It is a high-stakes testing ground. It's the place where you try out these new leaders, test new player combinations, and fine-tune your whole strategy before you have to go up against huge teams like Australia and head into a World Cup. Which brings us all the way back to the main question, doesn't it? Was this a bold, forward-thinking call by the selectors, building a balanced team for the future? Or was it a massive mistake to ignore two of the most in-form batsmen in the entire country? What do you think?
The Asia Cup is going to be the first real test of this new look team and their very controversial decisions.